Yes, boys and girls, welcome back to the channel. It is Wednesday, the 8th of July, and it is 6.5 weeks out. So I've just finished my morning walk. I've done my vacuums. I'm just about to have my morning supplements. I have my Tresbia. I'm just about to make meal one, and then we're going to crack into that, get back to work, and crack on with the day. Orals, first of all. Job done. And cream of rice concoction is being constructed. So I've been doing half and half as usual. So half rice powder and half cream of rice. Like I said, I'm after fucking spilling this one as well. Like I said before, for me, I think this makes it perfect in terms of not too sweet for me. And again, it's just a lot more cost efficient as well, which, you know, cream of rice isn't too expensive anyway, but if you're somebody bodybuilding on a budget, for example, I know a lot of young guys watch this, that could definitely be something that would be beneficial to you on your own journey. So some food for thought. So I have meal one and pre-workout being constructed. So in meal one, there's 100 grams of cream of rice. So I'm doing 50 and 50. And then in pre-workout, there's 150 grams of cream of rice. So I'm doing 50-50. So put this together. Now, last couple of days. So off the back of them high days, body weight has came down. I'll actually take a look here just to give you a bit of feedback in terms of where we're at. So we saw, off the back of them high days, 118.5, right? Then we came down to 117.9, 117.3. Monday was 117.5. Yesterday was 116.4. And then today is 116.7. So back up a little bit today. But I have legs today. So I know over the next couple of days with legs and then rest day tomorrow with rest day food, I know that we'll probably see, if I'm correct, 115s by Friday, Saturday, which would be nice to see come true, because I'll put a little video here of yesterday. This was 116.4 and this is yesterday's video, and as you will see, things now are definitely starting to tighten up. We still have a few tools left to utilize. We still have body fat to come off, so I think over the next couple of weeks this will start to get better and better. Well, obviously, of course it will, but at the moment I am happy enough with how it's moving, and I'm just excited for this next few weeks. I'm at a point now where I'm like, right, things are happening, things are changing, and it's just a case of like being excited for like, okay, how am I going to look tomorrow? What can I do today to be better for tomorrow? And it's just rinse and repeat. It's almost like flow states where you wake up, you take your checking pictures, you work, you eat, you train, and everything is just flowing nicely. I think another big thing that I've done this prep as well is I haven't, not restricted myself, but I'm someone who would never even leave the fucking house, right? Whereas this time, you know, I went to a recovery room the other day. I went to I'll actually put it in here as well. I'll put it in here after this video and I'll give you a walkthrough, okay? But I went to this place and it was lovely. So that was like ice baths, saunas, etc. as well. So I went there. I went to the beach the other day, got in the sea, went to see my sister yesterday as well. So just doing shit. And that sounds so simple, but if you know me, you would know that I would never even fucking, and this is why this prep is a little bit different as well, because like what I'm realizing is, do you know what? Like doing these things, it's literally not fucking affecting my progress at all, because everything is still nails. But if anything, I'm just spending less time thinking about food. So it's like I'm bodybuilding and then I'm just fucking switching off. So there's less thinking. And I think over the past week or two in particular, that's really allowed me to not think as much, just do what I need to do, wake up in the morning, take pictures, be like, oh, yep, we're moving. What do I need to do today? Do it, and then switch the mind off from bodybuilding. So kind of busy outside of bodybuilding, busy work-wise. And I always say, the busier you are, the easier it is, because you're out your own head, and time passes pretty fucking fast as well. So that is where we are at. Today's game plan, I have a leg session. So, like I said, I'll actually post that place. It's in Glendalough. It was actually pretty nice. And then I will give you a level up walkthrough. I've realised I've been training level up, yeah? And I haven't actually done like a gym tour or a walkthrough of level up. I know a lot of people in Dublin will watch this. And yeah, I just think I'll show you just in case you want to take a visit yourself as well. So go through leg day, go through level up, and we'll crack on with the day today. Normal baseline food. So I'll show you a full day of eating on what a training day looks like at the moment. Training day food was. So no high days. This is what a standards like fat loss training day of eating looks like for me at the moment. But yeah, woke up this morning. Actually, I know I said I went on my walk. Before my walk, I did have my SLU. I had my clenbuterol. I had a black coffee. And then I went on my walk. And it's actually pretty warm today as well. So I fucking actually sweat a good chunk on that walk. So that was first thing, walk, back, vacuums, get this constructed. And then we took into this meal. I took check-in as well, obviously, before I walk. But when I wake up, I like to do check-in, get back to a few check-ins, then go on my walk, answer messages on my walk, and then come back, and after meal one, then go back to the rest of my check-ins, and then crack into pre-workout meal. So the mornings are go, 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 but there is nothing better than starting your day and just getting after it. Like, I think win the morning, win the day. And when the morning is productive, the day kind of flows on from that. I feel like when there's mornings that are a little bit slower, I don't like it. I really don't, because I feel like the rest of the day I'm just a little bit slower, etc. Whereas when it's right, let's fucking go, I feel mood and everything, like the dopamine you get from getting up and getting going, that just sets you up for the rest of the day. So avoid cheap dopamine. Earn your dopamine. Work, vacuums, walk, everything done, and most people are probably still in bed, so feels good. All right, first meal, 4 eggs, 30 green beans, 30 beetroot, 20 whey, 100 cream of rice, 130 grams of berries. Someone asked me as well about calories and macros. 744 calories, 20 fat, 50 protein, and 91 grams of carbs in this. I'll actually do that for all the meals today. I'll let you know kind of grams of fats, carbs, proteins, and calories in each meal, and then I'll put a total at the end of the day as well. Yes, this place was called Fox Glen Outdoor Wellness, and it was close to Glendalough. It was maybe like, 10-15 minute drive from actual like Glendalough, so down in that Wicklow area. But it was beautiful. There was changing rooms there and we walked in. Then there was them like bucket ice cold fucking showers, jacuzzi. I actually didn't use the jacuzzi. I actually just went between kind of ice bath, cold plunge, and sauna. There's the sauna there, which was beautiful with that view. That is the cold plunge, which was nice. Then after, I actually sat up there at the back of that thing with the chairs and looked out with a lovely view of the nature. And then this was like a natural cold plunge from the actual river, which was a beautiful touch. Oh, big morning. Big fucking morning. When you're in them grooves and you literally look up and all of a sudden it's like fucking 2 hours just passed, and that's when you know you're in that flow state. But check-ins ticked off, check-ins complete, so it's my time now to have this pre-workout meal and get tucked into this. So here, this pre-workout meal, we have 150 grams of rice, 200 grams of prawns, we have 15 grams of raisins and 30 grams of peppers. Game plan. 100 grams of pineapple in this baby as well. So that is pre-workout meal. I put that down. Then I will actually get back to some more messages and then have my pre-workouts, get my intro workout together, and then we'll hit the road. A couple of really fucking good check-ins coming through today. It's an exciting time at the moment because there's today's check-ins were a mixed bag in terms of like people going into different phases. You know, there's a lot of clients in the moment during dieting phases. Have a couple of guys actually starting their off season this week as well. A couple of guys actually going on a holiday this week too. So kind of running through with them how we can approach the holiday, how we can enjoy it, but also at the same time not completely fuck the progress that we've made up until now as well. So different things happening with different clients. And John, I actually wanted to go through John's progress. I'm actually going to put John's transformation so far here up on the screen, right? John, we started back at literally the first week in February, like very end of January. And we started at 103 kilo. And he is down to 84 kilo. So this is a crazy jump forward. That is a lot of body fat pulled off. Pretty much nearly 20 kilo pulled off in that period of time. And you will see the difference. It's absolutely fucking nuts. And John is a busy guy. John has a busy job. John has a young daughter. John has a partner. John has a life. John works night shifts. So, yeah, I think it's important to give clients credit because it's really fucking impressive watching how some people operate, going from like where they're at to completely flipping their whole lifestyle on its head and just being like, right, this is what I want. I'm fucking sick of being where I am. This is where I'm going. And then to see it happen, it's a very nice feeling, guys. So I feel good. I feel blessed. And I'm excited for a big fucking leg day today. So yeah, let's get this in and let's get on with it. Also, a few things. I forgot to tell you what calories and stuff were in that meal when I said I was going to. So calories 726, protein 40, carbs 137, fats 2. And that's just kind of trace fats basically. So yeah, that is second meal, pre-workout meal. Also, see this? I don't know if you can see it. I can fucking feel it. I woke up with like a sty. This one's fine, but this one, it's like crazy puffy and stuff. I'm not sure exactly what a sty is or how you get it, but I hope it doesn't get any bigger. Right, we are finished. Pre-workout meal is done. Message I responded to. Our man is ready to get himself prepared for the gym. So I left my shaker back in my own house the other day. So I am using an old trusty, mix it with a knife into a cup. And this is actually a mug. This is a pretty cool one, yeah? This is like a PlayStation mug, which is pretty cool. But this is my Mega Pump and my Conviction, because the gym is only 5 minutes away, so I'll have this now. If I drink it on the way to the gym, it's not going to be kicked in for like another 20 minutes, so I'd rather kick in when I get to the gym. Then, intro workout is ready. Intro workouts, we have 25 grams of EAs. We have 50 grams, I have to double check actually, I think 50 grams of carbs and 15 grams of glutamine in this, which is pretty much 200 calories. So, that is intra. That's for during my session, hence the word intra. This is going in now. We have, I actually dropped a bottle the other week, so I cannot be doing that again because I can't afford that to be smashed. So we have L-carnitine going in and my GH. Then we'll hit the roads. We'll put some music on and we're going for legs. I will take you along. I will show you what the setup here is like. And I'll show you some legs. Right, level up. I'm going to give you a walkthrough. So, you walk through the door, entrance. We have Jay at the counter. Then we have the downstairs, right? So, when you come in, there is incline hammer here. There's some stride bits. Cybex, single arm eagle row. Nautilus, single arm pull down. Cybex row. Cybex pull over. Over here, we have flat barbell bench, steel calibrated plates, Gym Leco flat press, squat racks, Smith machine, Gym Leco kick shoulder press, Strive lateral raise, Strive pec deck there as well. So that's room in there. We have dumbbells, benches, Nautilus incline press, cables. Now pull down, loads of attachments and stuff. Over here, there's more squat racks as well. Well, racks or whatever. Strive leg extension, which is beautiful. Strive hamstring curl, which is beautiful. Cybex hamstring curl. Leg kick here is fantastic, to be fair. Cybex eagle, leg press, Cybex calf raise, Cybex hack, granite swing squat, which is fucking beautiful. We have squat, hip thrusts, Gym League leg press, Cybex leg press, Cybex squat press. That's the old gym one. Then we have abs, Gym League adductor, Cybex leg extension. So that is pretty much downstairs. This used to be like, there used to be nothing up here, but there's just been a mezzanine put in. So I'll go upstairs now and show you what's on that mess. Upstairs, I have cardio stuff, so bikes, cross trainers, Stairmasters down here as well. So 3 Stairmasters, treadmills, punch bag, medicine balls, and then this is obviously the new spot. So this used to be just like you could see downstairs, but they put that mez on now. So some of the kit is up here. So barbells, then we have Cybex glutes, Strive bicep curl, Cybex Bravo, close grip cable stack. I think this is a fucking must in every gym, to be honest with you. Cybex kneel and single leg hamstring curl. The Hyper, they have the gym pin extender for this as well, which is beautiful when you're looking to lower your hinges, which you will see me doing in my sessions as well. They have Booty Builder, Gym Leco belt squat, Strive extreme row, pre-core T-bar, Mega Mass T-bar, Mega Mass like leverage row. So beautiful. And then over here we have the posing room as well. And then this is my favorite parts. There we go. Beautiful. We have Dara.
What's up, guys?
We have Creeper as well. These are the 2 owners. So one of my favorite things here is not necessarily even the kit or the environment, but just the people. Make you feel super, super welcome. And that's my probably most important thing in a gym. You know, the kit obviously is fucking fantastic, but if I don't feel welcome in the gym or I feel uncomfortable, it's not a good environment to be in. So a big one for me is from day one, I walked in, I felt welcomed, and that's why I fucking stayed. So yeah, they've done a great job with the place, and they're continuing to build on this as well. So while I am home, this is my home base. This is where I will be training for most of the time. Well, for all the time. And I will be finishing my prep here, because I will be here more than likely until when shows are over in September. So, of course I'm training here, so I will give it a 10 out of 10. But yeah, big fan. Like I said, Dublin is full of really good gyms at the moment. Really, really good gyms. And they're all fantastic, but this for me is my personal favourite right now. Yes, gang. It is absolutely fucking roasting. So I'm not getting to the car just yet. I'm actually going to stand out and get my post-workout ready to fucking rock. So what I'll actually do is I'll actually give you a run through that session. And I'll put some videos there while I get this post-workout meal constructed. And I'll show you what it is as well. So, starting off the session with knee and hamstring curl single leg. I've been rotating the single leg work between the standing Cybex and then the seated single arm, single leg Strive, as you've probably seen in the last video as well. So I've been going between 1 session seated, 1 session standing, and 2 sets of, I've done 10 reps first set, 9 reps second set here. Again, I'm just focusing on knives through. Imagine there's fucking knives going through my hamstring. I can very easily just kick this up and hips shift. So one tip I will give for this one that you may not think of is, as you're coming down into the stretch, imagine rather than like sticking the ass out, tuck the hips under, and then think about pushing the foot back behind you as you come down into the stretch, and that should kind of lock the hamstring in a little bit more. Second exercise, calves, standing calf raise. Here, I done 2 sets. I done 2 sets of 10 reps. So I done 200 for 10, and then I dropped it like 20 pounds and done 180 for 10 for the second set. I find when I go like 6, 7, 8 reps on calves, I don't know, I feel like everything else takes over. So I think for me, in around that 9 to 12 rep range is a sweet spot. I think one tip for calves, which you may not think of, is initiating the press through the calf. I think a lot of people just think about coming up onto their toe, but what I like to think of is when I come into the stretch, I make sure the tension is still on. And when I go to press, I make sure I put my mind into the calf and think about like pressing through my calf rather than coming up onto my toe. If I press through my calf, I'm gonna come up onto my toe anyway. But if I think about coming up onto the toe, I can do that without necessarily feeling that initiation from the calf as well. So that's something that works for me. Then I went on to leg press. This again was a little bit intuitive today because my knee, my left knee, and I know what it is. My stance is a little bit off, right? Because I'm a little bit imbalanced. And if my stance isn't right, my stance to be right has to be like, my feet have to be to the side a little bit, and it looks off to some people because my body is imbalanced. So when I'm coming down, I'm shifting a lot of weight through that left knee, and that left knee is now getting a bit tender. So today, I do think going one session leg press, one session squat is probably going to be the smartest option over the remainder of this prep. I done leg press today, and it felt really fucking good. My quads are blown, but a lot less knee. And I really thought about adjusting that stance and putting more equal pressure through both legs. I was thinking more through pressing through the right, just so I could create that equal distribution across the both legs. And a lot less on my left knee, a lot more through my right quad. So that was a success. I done a warm-up set on the swing squat, and I was like, you know what, not today. I took sleeves off as well today, didn't need it for the leg press. And I just made sure I milked every fucking single rep, and it was nasty. So knees feel fresh, quads feel blown, and I think that will just keep my knees a little bit fresher, rotating between both of them rather than squatting every 4 days at the moment. Let's see. Then with 2 sets on the leg press, I done the same way. I done 11 reps, then I done 9 reps, so 2 sets. Then I went on to leg extension. And again, I used the hustler pad on this. I'm a big fan. Not that it's you have to use it, but I'm a fan of it. It clicks well for me. It gives me a bit more range of motion. I like it. So here I done 2 sets. I done 10 reps with the first set, and then for the second set, I dropped the weight by like 10 pounds and done the same amount of reps again. A little trick, not trick, but something I like to think of here that maybe not a lot of people maybe think of is I don't think about feet coming up, and credit Cuba for this one because he drilled this into me, is I think about extending. So I literally think about, you know, if you're standing there, yeah, and you just think about contracting your quad, you're literally just thinking about squeezing your quads. So I think about the same in the extension. So I think about when I'm at that bottom position, initiating the pull from the quad and then just contracting it. So I don't think about lifting my feet. The feet will come as high as they want, but they'll come as high as they want when the quad is fully contracted. So I just think about fully contracting quads. And I think that definitely helps my knees here as well and stops me just kicking the way up. So I think that's one that will definitely help. Oh, here's a forklift. I actually used to drive a forklift, believe it or not. I used to work in a warehouse. I used to work in a warehouse and used to drive a forklift. Had a license as well. And I actually nearly flipped it one day, taking some racking off a 40-foot. I also reversed a 40-foot through a wall before. So that's another fun fact. That's a story for another day. And then finishing off hyperextensions. I kept the weight the same as last week, and I just aimed to drive the hips up even further as I was coming down into it. One little thing that I would think of on this that a lot of people don't is a lot of people think about just coming up. I don't even think about my body. I literally think about fully contracting hamstrings. Fully contracting. When I contract, it's kind of the same as the quads. When I contract hamstrings, that will lift my upper body up. Does that make sense? I don't need to think about lifting. I just think about contracting, and the upper body will come up by hamstrings contracting. Then last exercise, lying hamstring curl. 3 sets here. after one set of the hyper. And with the hamstring curl, I done 9 reps, 7 reps, and then 9 reps again. Same way for the first 2 sets. And then last set was, I dropped to 10 pounds and hit the 9 reps. So with this, one cue that I think can help is driving quads into the pad as you contract. So as you kind of contract the hamstrings, drive the quads down into the pad and use that to brace. And I think that will give you a better contraction as well. So hopefully there are a few cues that maybe you haven't heard before that may help your leg training. So I'm going to eat this post-workout meal. This post-workout meal now is 150 grams of cream of rice, 150 grams of blueberries, and then 50 grams of whey. That will go down now, and then I will get home, get back to work, and that is the game plan for this evening. Yes, we are back. Block of work boxed off. Now into the next meal. The last meal, I actually forgot to go through the calories, which was a post-workout meal. So it was 801 calories, 58 grams of protein, 140 grams of carbs, and a gram of fat, just from trace fats. This meal is, let me see, it is 579 calories, 53 grams of protein, 85 grams of carbs, and 3 grams of fat. So this meal, 100 grams of blueberries, 100 grams of rice, 160 grams of chicken, 30 grams of peppers, 30 grams of green beans, 7 grams of ketchup, and then some of my salt for the day. That will go down now, and that is meal number 4. Then I have to send out a starter plan, get back to some more messages, and start editing this YouTube to post tomorrow as well. So, busy evening. It's also 100 million degrees as well, so fuck me. But it is what it is, and a sty is not getting any better. If anything, I feel like it's actually fucking getting worse. I'm looking forward to this. Yup, we are back in. Meal number 5, I actually just went on a little walk there just to finish off the steps for today. So that's me pretty much finished. I went on a walk after training in the gym, got some steps in the treadmill. After sessions at the moment, I am posing after every push and pull session. Then I'm posing every morning as well, doing rounds. I'm not posing after legs because I find that when I do, my legs definitely take longer to recover and flatten out a good chunk the next day. So I'm letting them recover after legs rather than fucking just burying them with rounds of posing. But this is where now, like, posing stamina is absolutely fucking key. And usually my posing on stage is pretty decent. That's because I don't just put it as a second thought. I make sure I don't just practice posing for pictures, etc., but I drill rounds. So I don't even fucking take pictures or record my posing rounds. I just drill them. And I just look in the mirror, and so yeah, that is the work that nobody really sees, to be honest with you. But yeah, that's what I do in today's stepwise. Now I'm just going to tuck into this meal number 5. I actually just put a picture up there on my Instagram story of my client Hamza. I said I know I touched on John earlier on as well, but I thought this was worth a show as well because it's fucking nuts. So you will see it here. This is just a little bit of progress from Hamza, who we've already done one competitive season together, but we are competing later again this year as well. So I am very excited, but that's from the starts to now. And it's a good fucking day. That's what it is. It's a good day. Fucking hell. But yeah, this meal is basically going to be 50 grams of rice, poverty portions, 160 grams of chicken, 30 grams of peppers, 30 grams of green beans, and we have 100 grams of apple with this meal as well. Sorry, 150 grams of apple. So the nut butter used to, the ketchup is, did you hear that? It's not looking good, bruv. I'm going to have to go and get some more. But that is that meal. And what is this meal calorie-wise? It is 423 calories, 56 gram of carb, 3 gram of fat, 43 gram of protein. So this will go down now. Meal number 5, then I fucking need to shower And then we'll start kind of winding down. The thing at the moment I need to do better at is winding down the evening a little bit earlier. That's one thing that I got to improve starting from today. Yeah, this thing in prep, you get so productive that you just want to fucking go. There's just no let up. You just don't want to stop. But you have to realize that is not productive as a bodybuilder. If anything, it's only going to take away from my progress when it comes to like not switching off before bed and give myself some downtime. It's important. Remind it to myself. Yes, it is bedtime. Well, I'm going to tuck into this last meal and I'm going to switch off and watch some, probably Netflix. The World Cup is not on tonight, which would be nice. I watched a bit of Spain versus Portugal during the night, which is the first 20 minutes of football I've watched in probably 10 years. So that was actually pretty relaxing. So may watch some of the World Cup over the next few days. Last meal is going down. 100 grams of cream of rice, 15 grams of oats, 100 grams of blueberries within here, 50 grams of whey, 20 grams of almond butter. Job done. Nightcap. And that is me. That is training day. Full day of eating baseline food at the moment at 6.5 weeks out. That is a leg day. That is a level up gym tour. And yeah, I've just obviously had my GH, my MT2 as well. And then I do my shot before bed as well. So that is the way I work things. The fan is over there while I sit here, sweat my balls off. That fan is going to be blowing firmly on my face tonight. And get into bed a little bit earlier and get a good 8.5, 9 hours in bed. Rest day tomorrow, resets, and then we fucking go again. I will see you at 6 weeks out.